job. I realize how sympathetic I am for this.
Welcome to the World of Harthron! I'm your host, storyteller, and dungeon master, Bilbo, and pirate tonight. Tonight we are continuing with our 4th episode of Pirates of the Golden Plunder. This is a homebrew campaign set in my world of Harthron. And so let's get right into it. I'll kind of recap what happened our last session, which was quite a while ago, and we'll get going from there. So we find our would-be pirates in the port city of Freeport, which is in the northeast of the continent Koran. They are spending the night in the city before they decide, or not to decide, to set sail, which they have learned are heading further north to the colder waters versus most ships sailing south due to the winter is upon all of you and us here right now. You met Captain Borden of the Cursed Storm, a rival of your Captain Draven. Some ended up in a classic barroom brawl. Handsom, in the morning, ends up getting lost into the city as he feels a strong pull from something mysterious. But he felt good about being pulled. Some of the group sets out to seek Handsom as Quiquay knows they can't let him be left in the city.
No.
Ozichar stays at the inn while Cardoma and Risna head to the city library to, I guess, look at maps. So, Handsom, you wake up in a very large bed under a heavy red velvet comforter, and the sheets are red silk. The sun is coming in from a couple of the very large windows that have been pulled open with that are red drapes that are kind of hanging off to the side now. The walls in the room are stone, and you notice a large mirror, which probably stands about 12 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. The mirror is framed with black carved stone around it. And it looks like these dragons are chasing one another in the carving around the whole mirror. Next to the mirror is a large desk, and on the other side of the mirror is a large closet. Handsom, you hear, "It's okay, little one. You passed out in front of my door. You are safe here." And as you're opening your eyes, your head hurting a little bit, you see this tall, thin, but not frail, beautiful human woman wearing dark blue robes. She has long, straight black hair with green eyes. Her skin is color of alabaster with ruby-like lipstick. You are awestruck by her beauty, even more than you were with Cardoma's mother, Evanora. She leans over the bed to you with a gold goblet. "Here, drink some water, little one. It's okay." Handsom, do you take the goblet?
This is the best room ever!
Yeah.
I'm in the bed, you said?
Yes, you're laying in the bed under covers.
Alright, I jump up on the bed and start dancing in front of the mirror.
All right. Wow, you're a little fast one, aren't you?
Where did you get this mirror from? This is really awesome!
She says, "Now don't get too close to the mirror.
Why not? The dragons come alive?
No, the dragons don't come alive, but you could actually go through to the other side, and you're not powerful enough yet to do that."
Do you have a little mirror like this that I can have? I can just put my hand through?
No, I just have this very large mirror here. But as I said, don't do that. Don't touch. This is probably what you were attracted to and how you passed out in front of my door. You must be touched.
I've touched lots of things.
Those on the
I
dolls.
can't really tell you what that means, but I don't know.
Well, did you feel a pull that was driving you here to my home?
I don't know. I was just walking around. I've never been in a big city like this. I've never been off the boat a couple days ago.
Oh, so you're not from here. You're from the seas?
I'm from the boat.
The boat? There's a lot of boats that come into that come here.
Golden Plunder, the best boat.
Oh, very interesting.
Oh dear.
Well, here, if you'd like, here's some water. Is there anything I can do for you?
I don't know. Do you have a second best room?
A second best? I have other rooms. Yes, this is my bedroom.
What's your name?
My name is Vera. Vera. Yep, Vera Piernio.
I'm Handsom.
Hi, Handsom. It's nice to meet you.
So what do we do? What can we go have some fun?
Well, if you like, we can go. We can sit for breakfast, and we can, or actually now lunch. If you like, we can sit for lunch, and we can talk and get to know one another a little bit more.
Okay. You have any pets?
No, I don't have any pets.
Okay.
I live alone.
Maybe I can play some music while we eat.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Okay.
All right, so she'll open the door and she'll take your hand and lead you downstairs. You've realized now you're in a tower as the stairs wrap around. You must be in a round tower, and she brings you down about 4 flights of stairs, and there are doors that you pass as you're going down. And then she brings you into a kitchen, and she says, "What would you like to eat?"
I don't know. I'll eat anything.
Okay, all right.
Something yummy.
How about a salad? Is that fine?
Sure.
All right. So she kind of pulls some lettuce and some spinach and some tomatoes. And brings you a bowl and a fork, and as you sit at the table, and she sits at the table. So you're from a boat called the Golden Plunder.
Yep. We just got here, and I don't know how long we're going to be here, and I'm not really sure why we are here. I wasn't really paying attention. But, yeah, so we're here. I don't really know where we're staying. There was a hotel.
There's many inns and taverns and hotels here in the city of Freeport, but you're from this ship called the Golden Plunder.
Yep.
Well, maybe we can take you back there. Where were you before the ship?
I don't know. They say that. Well, I don't know what the real story is, but they say. That my mother was a kobold and my father was a goblin.
I don't believe.
And
I think somebody's messing with
and
you.
they had me and they threw me into the sea, but the sea didn't want me, so the sea spit me out on an island.
Okay.
And then on the island didn't want me, so the crabs made a castle around me and spit me out back in the water, or something like that.
Oh, that is quite the story, quite the tale. I don't believe that at all. I think there's something special about you, Handsom.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I don't believe you're from this realm at all. I believe you're from the Shadow Realm.
Is that where kobolds and goblins come from?
No. There possibly can be some kobolds and goblins there, but not in great numbers. And as I said, I think whoever told you that story is lying to you. I don't believe that's true at all.
Well, that's nice. So is that okay? The shadow place?
Yes, the shadow place. That's where I come from. I was once a queen there, and I would come here and other worlds as well, and visit other worlds and head homes and other worlds. And my crown was stolen, and hence now I'm trapped here.
Aw. Can we make you a new crown?
No, it doesn't quite work that way. I need my crown back. But
Maybe our captain, he is one of the best pirates out there. Maybe he can help find your crown.
well, my crown is actually in the Shadow Realm.
Oh.
That
Is that what's on the other side of the mirror?
Yes, that other side of the mirror leads to the Shadow Realm. That's one place. That's how I used to travel back and forth. But now, as I said, now I'm trapped on this side without my crown. A Shadow Wraith, a very powerful Shadow Wraith, stole it from me. And now I've been trapped here the last 5 years.
Are you trapped just on this island, or can you go other places?
Oh, I could travel elsewhere.
You just have the best bedroom ever here, so you don't want to leave?
I just have my home here on this world. It happens to just be here in Freeport. But I had other homes, other mirrors, and other worlds. However, I was here visiting, and that's when my crown was stolen.
Well, you should come meet my friends and our captain, because I bet he can help.
Well, I would love to do that. I can take you. Why don't we go after we're done with lunch? Why don't I go ahead and I can take you to your ship. I can take you to the docks to your ship, since you don't know what inn you were staying at.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
All right. All right. So
Too pretty to walk around the streets.
I walk the streets here often. I enjoy the city. I enjoy the looking out onto the ocean and looking down the river. But yeah, I'm curious. So you just walked up to my house of all places, and so yes, I believe you are. I believe you're from the Shadow Realm, or your parents were.
I can say I feel very comfortable here.
And you do. You feel very welcome here. You definitely feel. Even now, you still kind of feel that strong pull to that mirror.
It might be the really nice pillow I'm sitting on.
Yeah.
That's not a pillow.
All right, so I'm going to go to Risna and Cardoma. So you guys head further into the city, from what I remember. You guys wanted to do that. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. So you would go to the castle district, and you go into the library. You get some directions and such, and some people will tell you, "Yep, go down, the main road here, and you'll find it. It's a tall tower." And so you arrive at the library, and there's a man in brown robes, an older man, and probably in his 60s, human. And he's how may I help the two of you?
Risna, do you want to do the talking, or do you want me?
I'll do it. Give me a second here. Yes, we would like some maps and some knowledge about an island, I guess.
Okay, well, I can help you in the sense you can look at some maps, and you can look at some information on some islands.
Great.
But we don't sell maps here.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe we can make a copy.
Yeah, if you'd like to draw out a copy of it, absolutely.
Sounds great. So we need to know the lands to the north. Is it Non-Dorica?
Well, so
Nice.
so if you're looking in the sense of the other lands near Koran, in the area here in the northeast, to the northwest, if you were, so are you in the sense are you looking for a map in the sense of possibly for on a ship, in the sense of nautical miles and such?
No, I don't care about that. I hate ships. Hate them.
Okay, well, then I can help you. Why don't you come here?
Give
And
me maps of land.
so,
How would you make a map of water? That doesn't even make sense.
well, why don't you come?
Is that a blue map with waves everywhere? That's ridiculous.
No, I don't have a map of blue waves or anything like that here. But I have a world map, and I can show you that, and then we can go from there.
Great, let's do that.
All right. So he takes you further into the library, and he just actually ends up going on a shelf and pulls out a scroll case and lays out the map of the entire world. And so he goes, and since you're here, do you want to see this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd love to. I love this stuff. Oh yeah.
So
yeah, what can you tell us of Non-Dorica?
So Namdorika is a very wild land. There's a few fishing villages along the coastlines. There's no major city. There's maybe a couple of small towns, but very small in the sense of here they would just be a little larger than some of their fishing or farming villages.
So is there no form of central authority, like any presence of the Ganor Empire or Garano or anything like that?
There probably is a small part in the northwest that would have some of the barbarian tribes aligned to the Lord Garano. But it's very it's a very dangerous land. There's a lot of very mountainous. The outer skirts, there's farming and such. I believe there's even a small dwarven outpost somewhere there. From my memory.
Where's the dwarven outpost?
I'll have to look. There is one there, and off one of the towns. I can look and find it here for you.
That would be great. Thank you.
Do you know of any myths or legends of the continent? Anything it's particularly famous for?
I mean, there's some legends of. You're not going on the sea.
We're going on the sea. We just don't want to.
Oh, okay. From what I understand, is there's one area there called Codical.
Codical?
Yeah, Codical. And there's some sea hags that live there, and they actually have they kind of have a rule of a roost of some fishing village, but they really try to trap larger ships as they come by and try to eat the crew.
Getting stuck on the
And what the crew?
Eat the crew.
Getting stuck on the land there.
See, this is why we don't go on the ocean.
Have you ever been? You come?
No, I've never been there myself. Just in the books I've read.
Are you from Koran?
I am from Koran here.
Is there any food that sea hags are known to hate?
I don't think so. I think maybe seaweed.
What's your name?
That's not helpful. I can't look like seaweed. Although I could cover myself in it.
My name is Inlar.
Inlar.
It's nice to meet.
And so he's probably in his. You think he's probably in his 60s, younger 60s. I mean, old for a human, but balding, has a little white hair in the back, but just stringy white hair.
Yeah.
Leans over a little bit. He probably was maybe 6 feet tall, but now he's like 5'8", kind of hunched over a little bit. So doesn't look like he can stand up straight anymore.
Give him a good old sock in the back.
Kodakol is on
Namdarika. Yes, it's actually a small fishing village, but it's very dangerous in the sense of it's almost like a port. Well, not a port, I should say. It makes it look like a port, but there's a bunch of rocks underneath, and so if they somehow draw ships in, like with lights, I believe from what the stories say, and I can find the book here. It says that they have a light tower, and so at night they trick ships to come closer, and then they smash up on the rocks, and then the three sea hags eat their victims from below.
Do you know what side of the continent this is on?
Oh yes, it's on the southern part of the continent, in the southeast.
Makes sense. Maybe on that little dip there. Do you know of any particular wealth on the continent? Any reason why a person seeking wealth would go there?
From what I understand, yeah, there's untapped in the mountains, untapped mine or silver and gold, platinum.
Why hasn't anyone claimed it yet?
Because it's so harsh of lands. As I said, Gareno has a part in the north, northwest, in the southern part of the the southwest of the continent, or the island, I should say. It's really not a continent, but it's just a large island. But I think there's a lot of beasts there, from what I've understood. Ogres, giants, from what I understand, they're running around. The villages, they usually have some hardy warriors that live in them, kind of tribesmen and such.
Well, our friend on our ship will fit right into this society. Well, you've been very helpful. Risna, do you have any more questions?
Are you interested in any of the other lands around there? I mean, there's Storn, which is, you see, that there is another a very tribal, in a sense, continent. Once again, no cities there. A lot of villages, a lot of towns, and there's especially in the south part. I don't know in the sense of what might be living in the northern part of Storn, but in the southern parts of Storn, there's a lot of fishing and hunting villages, towns. Once again, there though, much more dangerous. The mountains there, the ice mountains, from what I understand, there's cloud giants and storm giants, frost giants, inhabit a lot of giants that live there on Storm. Very dangerous.
What about Iceheart?
Iceheart is inhabited by some ancient white dragon.
Okay. So hopefully we're not going there. Our pirate lord wants to go kill an ancient white dragon and steal its hoard, apparently.
Yeah, his name is Yaganath.
Yaganath?
Yaganath.
I think one day I'll come back and we can trade more tales.
Absolutely.
So is it what season is it right now here?
It is the last day the month of, I want to say, coming. Tomorrow is the first day of chill. I do know that.
So, Inlar, is it already frozen over in Nandorika?
I would say it's probably cold there, but not in a sense frozen over like Storm is like frozen over.
Let's say, for example, you were gonna take a pirate ship to Nandorika.
I would never take a pirate ship
Yeah.
to Nandorika, and especially at this time of year. Most of the ships that are here are probably setting sail in the next day or two, and they will head south, and they probably won't be back here for 3 months.
You hear that, wizard? Pass that on to the captain when we see him next. Smart person said, "Don't go north."
Yeah, I would not recommend going north. You might run into an iceberg.
What about Stonekrell, just directly east of us?
Stonekrell is just a small, and almost in a sense of its name, it's just one big piece of rock.
Great. This captain's a mystery, that's for sure. For all you know,
So
he's
what
just really doing
what would a pirate be going to Nandorika for in the middle of winter?
I wouldn't know why a pirate would go there anyways, because most merchant ships don't go north ever. So there, in a sense, I don't know why a pirate ship would go north, because there would be no merchant ships to attack or raid, as far as I know. Most of the pirate ships that come in and out of here usually go south, maybe once in a while on the northern part of Koran, if a merchant ship takes that way. But most merchant ships go south of Koran and head towards Tamra, closer to the Tamra borders. In that sense, it's safer.
That's uncomfortably close to the island of Grain.
Yes, and talk about dragons galore there. Black dragons flying all around, young ones. But a dragon is a dragon, and if you're in a boat, you're no match to even the youngest of the black dragons. And there's multiple ones there.
I appreciate your positivity with that.
Where's the dwarven outpost?
Oh, the dwarven outpost. He says, "Let me get back. Let me go find the book here." And so he'll go off and come back in a couple minutes with another book. And he says that I don't know if it's an outpost, but I know that, and I don't know if it's a keep or a forge, but it's called Migolo. And I don't know if that's the king or anything like that, and it is in the off to, and he'll point at the map. He'll say it's about 20 miles inward of this village called Tampa. It's a fishing village. Apparently the dwarves do a little trading with them for fish.
Kampa?
Tampa.
I don't know, Risna.
Alright, well.
I'm not sure what this
They
is.
might be a little wilder in the sense of dwarves that you would be accustomed to here.
I'm not sure how we got stuck with the crazy pirate.
No, this is crazy. Alright, can we make a copy of this?
Yeah, he'll let
Wizard?
he'll let you
Wizard,
draw.
Can you make a copy of this somehow, wizard?
I can try. Yes, I can try.
Alright, so you guys will spend some time probably here.
I already had that tattooed on my belly.
You want me to make a roll or something, Bilbo?
You're right here.
In case
Oh,
I
no, wait.
fumble and put like Tamra in the
That's
southwest corner or something.
No, if you take some time, you're gonna take some time,
I'll draw an X through the island of Urano.
Don't go there. Do not go near there. All right.
Put an X around its borders.
All right. So the rest of you, except Collin. Collin, you're on the boat still.
Mm-hmm.
Because you missed that last session.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still on the boat. The crew's getting ready. The plan is to leave tonight. But the Captain Draven, comes to you and he says, "I have a strange feeling that Handsom's in some sort of trouble, and maybe you should head out into the city, find Quiquay and Handsom, and kind of bring them back." I was surprised that neither of them came back last night, but I did tell them to go have fun, and they probably did. I did hear that that there was a little bar brawl with our guys, and
I don't know what you're talking about.
and some of Captain Borden's men. But from what I understand, it ended friendly, so there's no worries there. But maybe head into the city, see if you can find them or hear anything that's kind of gone awry or any of that, and maybe start having them head back for tonight, because I'd like to leave tonight.
What
Where is Dramire?
what bar were they at if they were brawling?
1 second here. I have it.
Or were they all back now because it's lunchtime?
Asking for a friend.
Oh, that's right. Ye Old Tavern. That's the name of it.
Ye Old Tavern?
Yeah, Ye Old Tavern. Yes.
Wouldn't everybody be coming back to the tavern now because it's around noon?
No, I'm gonna get to you guys.
Okay.
Relax.
Aren't you at work?
All right. So the rest of you, Quiquay, Dramire, Alexianna, Eryn, you guys all went out looking for your little one, Handsom. And so the four of you are heading further into the city, asking questions, of course. Have you seen this little thing running around that might look like a kobold, might look like a goblin, or
Might look like a shadow creature.
deformed? Does not look like a
I
shadow
know.
creature. And what's the shadow creature look like?
A shadow.
All right then.
Dang.
So
Handsome!
yeah,
Handsome! Quiquay is looking for you, Handsome!
and as you guys are looking around and going further into the city, you actually, down the road, the same road you're walking down, you see Handsom walking down the road, kind of skipping along, holding hands with this beautiful woman. And they're just walking down the road. And Handsom, so you see Quiquay and three of the others, and heading towards the street, heading right towards you. What do you do?
I'll start flailing my arms and jumping up and down. Hey guys!
Handsome!
Handsome and
I'm
good.
the best person ever!
Are these your friends?
Some of them.
Well, nice to meet you. You're Handsom here. Your friend, he ended up passing out in front of my door to my tower.
Sounds like him. Quiquay told Handsome not to drink too much.
I think I just walked too much, maybe.
Well, at least he's in good hands now, so I will head back home. I just wanted to make sure that...
You gotta come meet our captain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Quiquay wants Handsome to come to his hands.
Oh my.
You give him a big hug.
Missed
Picked
you.
him up.
We thought you were hurt.
Picks you up. Gives you a big hug.
I just smell of decaying whale fat.
Oh, that's him.
Stale love making.
That's Quiquay.
Oh God.
Well, sure. Then let's go meet your captain.
Okay. You guys, I don't know where I'm going.
Never
So you take us to the ship.
sight of those two hugging. That's not cool.
You guys hear that? Handsome, Quiquay. Handsome says to you, I don't know where we're going. Can you get
I
us
don't know
to
where I'm
this?
going. Will you take us to the ship?
Come on, I put you on my shoulders. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
All
One
right.
of them.
So you guys are heading back. Are you guys going to get Ozichar back at the inn?
I'm heading to the end, by the way.
I know, yeah.
Nah, we leave him. We just leave him.
No, he's a good brawler. Let's go get him.
All right.
He
So
didn't
you
even
guys.
participate in the fight.
It's because I don't use magic in the brawl fight.
We didn't even participate.
All right. So you guys head to the inn. Collin, you head to the inn, and Ozichar's in there before they arrive.
Drinking on the house.
That's right.
Drinking
I
away.
totally forgot you have the fucked up Tiefling Paladin.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, the two Morgalogs.
They're
Oh,
looking for a little
healers.
guy, little shit, the little fleshling.
Yeah, we need to go. We need to find him too.
Now they're gonna find him,
Well, we need to go so we can back to the ship.
but don't you have to find him still?
Yeah, come on.
Alright, so like I'll head back to the ship and you'll head back to find
No, you're
the
gonna
one?
help me find him.
But what if they already found him and they're heading back here?
Then
Then we're
We'll
wasting
find
our
him.
time and we're gonna be running around in circles. We can just wait here. This is like our home base of operations.
This is your home base of operations.
Yeah, ask the barkeep. Hey, what's up?
Hey,
It's one of
Is
my
it
friends.
friends?
Yeah.
first round silver piece.
no, thank you. I'm here on business.
Okay.
He doesn't like pleasure.
He's made a lot of business for us not yesterday.
I was doing business right here. This is my business. I was helping him.
Yeah.
Him and all of his friends are staying here.
Did you hear that? We're all staying here.
No, we're all leaving today. Me and all these other people. We're leaving today.
Oh, that's too bad. That's too
It's too
bad.
bad.
Because the rematch was going to be tonight.
Well, I'll wait here until for like another
Let's-
hour, and then if they don't come back, then we can go search. How does that sound? I still have a lot of liquor in here.
A lot of good. You're going to be in a fight if you're drinking.
We'll see.
Zalaria steps up and puts his hand around the two of you and comes in the middle. Is this a friend of yours, Ozichar?
Yes,
Who's
it is.
So he's gray-skinned, grayish-blue skin with short blue hair and a couple of horns sticking up, short horns, a kind of gold yellowish color. He's wearing these red robes. Red clothes, actually, not really necessarily robes, but a red tunic on and black leather pants. And he says, "My name is Zalarius. Nice to meet you. Are you a friend of Ozichar?"
So I gingerly take his finger, lift his hand up, and say, "I don't like to be touched." And drop
Oh, my apologies, friend.
Yeah, people be out at the sea too long and they forget what human contact's like.
it. You know nothing.
Nope, I know nothing.
Would you like to drink?
No, I would not.
He doesn't
Oh.
drink, I don't think, or have pleasures, or I haven't seen him smile.
Oh, that is a shame. Everybody should smile. Everybody should have a good time.
He ran into a big centipede and almost drowned to it, and that's all I know.
Sounds dangerous.
Oh, very dangerous.
Breakfast.
All right.
Let's wait outside.
But these are my friends.
Let's wait outside.
Did boss say to wait outside?
I said to wait outside.
Did boss man say to wait outside?
Did boss man say I'm in charge?
Hey, why don't hi Ozichar? If he wants to go outside, why don't the three of us go outside
Get
and we
some
can
air.
and get some
What's
air and
this?
maybe we can drum up some more business to come in. What is
Is this the
your
barkeep?
profession? No,
Is that-
this is no the barkeep's behind the counter. No, this is another guy is nicely dressed.
He helps sell the inn. We help bring in customers.
How?
We just ask them to come in.
Well, yesterday it was fantastic. They had a classic barroom brawl here. And Ozichar helped me just draw in plenty of clients yesterday. It was fantastic. We haven't done that much business in, I don't know, months.
Yeah, Half-Orc got his ass beat.
Do you have a certain profession? A skill of type? Anything that could be of value for us to draw people to see your talents?
Already have a job.
Do you dance?
I don't
I
think.
know.
We had the cat lady, Alexianna, dance on the bar. She made some money too. It's pretty good. Do you sword dance? It's pretty good. He does that. I think he has 2 swords, so he might sword dance.
Well, why don't we step outside? We can't draw any business if we're standing in here. Let's just go stand outside, wait for your friends, and you guys can chit chat and look for your friends, and I'll just try to draw customers here in early afternoon.
Sounds good to me, friend. I'll just bring my drink outside. But
All right, absolutely. You sure you don't want a drink? 1 silver piece.
1 silver piece. Best stuff in town.
Yes. First drink is 1 silver piece. No? He is quiet, isn't he?
Very quiet.
All right. Well,
That's why I stayed on the ship. I think
Oh.
isn't like our company yet. We're new adventurers to their ship.
Oh.
Slime.
You should bring the rest of your crew on down. That would fill the place up.
Yes, it would, but you said we're leaving tonight. So I mean, next time we're in town, I have to come back to the E-Hall.
Absolutely. Bring more friends. All right. So he'll step outside. Come on, let's go outside.
Sure you don't want to drink? It's going to be a long boat ride before you get another one.
All right. So the 3 of you step outside. All right. And so a little bit goes by, and he's, you see him going and talking to people on the streets, and manages to get 1 or 2 people to go into the tavern, and does his, hey, these are friends of mine, 1 silver piece for the drink, and then he comes back on outside and keeps talking to people, trying to get them into his place, and that continues for about 5-10 minutes, and you see Handsom kind of on the shoulders of Quiquay as they're walking down the main street.
I grab him by the arm and say, "Come on, let's go." And I start trying to drag you to the towards
I'm a
him.
big ass dude.
I know he's trying.
I can walk, but I thought the boatyard's that way.
Yes, it is.
So,
That is correct. Yeah, it's opposite
why do we have to
direction.
meet them? They're going to come to us. Let's enjoy the company of our friends here.
And you also notice, besides the 5 of them, your 5 comrades, you also see this beautiful woman that I described earlier, walking beside Quiquay and
not a
Handsom.
prostitute.
Fine, stay there. I
Hey,
don't care.
your shipmate got a girl. He paid for it. So who's the real criminal here?
I got so.
I was just drinking in a bar supporting a brawl.
I walk away and walk towards the rest of the group.
All right, so they're walking towards you.
Apparently, Ozichar wants to stay. Let's go back to the ship. Glad you're all here.
You guys have to come this way.
Handsom, is this your captain?
No.
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 We're still at the library, Bilbo?
Yeah, you're still at the library.
I count 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's still missing. You're missing both Risna and Cardoma.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, what if Cardoma kidnapped?
Now, you guys knew that they were going to the library. You guys didn't know that.
Nobody told me that.
Yep.
Well, you were on the boat, man.
Yep.
All right,
Where's
The rest
Risna?
of them know.
Where's Risna?
that they were
nowhere.
going.
Some bar called the library. Time boring.
With their sunglasses on.
All right, tell you what. So we don't get lost again. The rest of you get to the ship. I'll go get them at the library,
Okay.
and I'll go inside the bar and ask, "Where's the library?"
All right. So,
1 silver piece.
so he'll direct you. It says you want to get on, just really on the main street here, and head head north into the castle district, and it's right on this main road.
All right, thank you.
So we
Turn
follow
around and
him.
walk out. And they'll-
What?
All right.
We follow him.
Okay, so the two of you guys are following.
Go
All
to the
right.
ship.
It'll be funner here.
First of all, if we knew where the ship was, we knew our way around here, we might, but this sounds like more fun. I want to see
Follow him.
I want to see
He
what they
can
have to
find
say.
the ship when he's drunk.
Oh no, I want to stay well away from that one. He stinks when you're upwind. If we did anything useful, I think the term you call it is troll. What was that? Hull trolling. You just kind of throw a line around him and toss him off the back of the ship for a good 10, 15, 20 hours.
Right, there you go. All right, fine.
But
I'm gonna keep going towards the.
trolling. I'm so excited, by the way, when I see you, that I want to grab, like, take Handsom off my shoulder, and I want to present him to you, like, Quiquay found Handsom, and I want to hold him like Mufasa holding Simba, you know, like presenting him to the world. I found Quiquay's found Handsom.
No, like the monkey presents
Good,
him up.
good.
Well, that was the monkey you did.
Yeah, the monkey presents it.
The lion don't have
Yeah, the lion
hands,
doesn't
so-
The lion got paws.
He can put it in his mouth.
I
Simba!
want to do that.
You sure about that?
Oh God. I don't think Handsom would want that.
Scruff his neck.
Okay.
All right, so gonna head to the library
Okay.
and see if they're
The
there.
library.
Sorry, Handsom.
All right. So as you guys start heading to the library, and you guys so outside the tavern here, and the rest of you guys are about to start walking south back towards the docks, the dock ward. You hear the voice, Quiquay. And you see this rather large man, shirtless, with a whip in his hand, and he says, "We don't want any problems. We just want to take Handsom for the evening."
What?
No.
Oh, how far down the road am I?
You guys are outside the.
I don't know
place.
this character.
No, you don't know this character.
Did I hear this?
Quiquay will absolutely not.
Yeah, you
give
hear
up
it.
Handsom.
Do I know them?
No, you don't know him either.
How much we pay?
Who are you?
Quiquay will defend Handsom to the death.
Did you see his entertainment piece yesterday?
Same!
Who
No.
are you?
Same, Dramire.
Dang it, he's not for the business.
We're just gonna take. We don't want any trouble. We just
No,
want
we're
Handsom.
not
from
taking
you.
anything.
Who are you?
We can
You're not
exchange.
taking. You're not. No, we're not exchanging either. Be quiet, Ozichar.
We could exchange. Yeah, that will work too. We could exchange.
No.
No.
No,
I'm
don't
sorry,
listen to
but
him. He's not
I
believing.
have specific
fact-
instructions to bring
In
him back.
fact, Quiquay, we could offer you a piece of the pie. We know your captain has plenty of gold.
Quiquay doesn't like pie.
All right.
Quiquay will defend Handsom to the death.
How many are there here?
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is what? I just need to know.
18.
All right.
Is it 10?
You think there's might be around 9 of them.
Passive perception.
But they're just sort of here.
They're here and there on the street, kind of just milling about and such. But the one that is talking to you.
I'll walk up to him. My hands on one hand just kind of resting on my sword.
He goes, no.
We have two ways to handle
Collin,
this.
you just stay back.
No.
For the good of the. We don't want any
Isn't
blood
it
on the
weird
streets
you just
here.
know-
Good, then you will let us go back to our captain. Otherwise, there will be.
And it will not be ours.
Yeah, you don't want to get arrested here, do you?
Are we all together now, Bill? Or
You guys are on your way
No,
back.
you two aren't here
You're
yet.
not here yet, though.
Hey, Quiquay, are we in trouble?
Tell us what this is
No,
about.
not
We're
at all.
we're not giving up
Quiquay
our
thinks they're in trouble.
We just want Handsom
Who is
for
this?
for a night. It's this rather large guy. Bald.
Who are you? You apparently know our names, so who the hell are you?
It doesn't matter
Oh, it matters.
who I am.
Well, then nothing that you're saying matters either if I don't even know who you are. Let's go, people.
I turn around to the barkeep or the dude.
Yeah,
Who's
he's
this guy?
Yeah, you might know him. He goes, well, I don't know him, but I know some of his other guys here. They're part of Captain Borden's crew.
Oh, hey, wait a second.
But they're none of the guys you recognize from
That is
the
the cursed
barroom
storm?
ball. Yeah. But no, these guys aren't the same guys you were in the fight with.
Hey, there are other guys.
These are other guys.
They're rivals.
But he says that, yeah, I believe these guys are part of his
So
crew.
what you're saying is your boss is trying to start a fight with our captain.
No, he doesn't want to fight.
Well, that's what
Clearly
he's
you want to
gonna get.
borrow our man for the night, and we're leaving tonight.
Oh, you're leaving tonight?
Yep.
I thought you were leaving tomorrow.
Nope. See, so deal's off. We can't even give them to you because we're not going to be here tomorrow. So it was nice meeting you. We'll be on our way.
I've got an idea. Bill, these guys kind of clumped together at all?
No, they're spread out along the streets. Like they're all over, and there's civilian. There's other people walking down the streets and such.
So
But
there's no way they're in a 20-foot cube.
There's
no,
no town guards around here?
not right now. There isn't.
Figures. Never a cop when you need him.
So just let it. We're not going to harm Handsom whatsoever. We just want to take them for the night. Captain Borden wants to. He'll feed them tonight and such.
Nope.
And we just want some. Our captain just wants some gold from your captain. That's all.
What
Nope.
did you get into
Oh,
last night?
I see. So what you're saying is you want to kidnap him and then extort our captain for gold.
Well, technically, yeah, I guess you could say that.
Yeah,
but
no,
you
that's
guys
not
could
gonna
give them
happen.
to us, and
No,
it would be
that's-
kidnapping.
That's not going to happen.
And,
So you
and
can
we
either
would even give you a piece of the pie.
do you want bloodshed or not? Because I don't.
I
care.
don't think you want bloodshed with us.
I don't care.
There's more of us than of you.
So there was more of you yesterday in the brawl room than more than us, and we whooped your guys' ass. So
Well, from what I understand, our comrades that fought you guys all fought without weapons, right?
yep,
Well, as you notice, all of us have blades.
we all have blades. Well, some of us have blades.
Others have hammers. Others have.
And I don't want. We don't want to have a rival with you and your
You're
crew
starting
here.
a rival already by trying to take Handsom.
We're just for the night.
No.
One night.
No.
Wow.
No.
If you grab
All
them
we
tonight-
want is like, say, I don't know, 600
Why
gold
can't
from
we
your-
all just come to
from
dinner
your
with you
captain?
and have dinner with the captain, and then we go back to our ship? Wouldn't
Nope,
that be better?
Nope, you stop. Hey, don't listen to
You
it.
know what? That's not a bad idea.
No, no,
Look
no.
at this, making compromises.
No, that's our captain too.
No.
No, that's
not a
a
bad
horse
idea.
idea.
If
No.
If you
I
would
like
like-
now.
and now Risna and
Walking people
Cardoma,
up.
you guys are walking down the street as you kind of see this conversation.
And I step
happening.
back from the dude and I draw both my blades. You got your choice right here. What do you want to do?
Eeny or meeny.
Well, he's offered 3 choices now.
Can I tell you something?
I grab my hammer and shield out. I pull that out, my hammer and shield.
Can I tell you something that may change your mind?
Sure.
So I've been walking around the city, and I kind of got into something I wasn't supposed to. And that's why we're leaving a little bit early. We were going to leave 2 days ago, but we're leaving a day early because I got into something I wasn't supposed to, and Alan cursed. So you may not want to take. No, I'm trying to make a deception.
Nice.
You may not want to take.
All right, go.
Bad idea.
All right, go ahead and make a roll here.
20.
Oh, that's good. All
Quiquay
right.
believes it
I
has
just
some
have
very sick.
I'm about
I
to
just
eat
have
chip.
I went on the bad side of town I wasn't supposed to, and they had to come get me. Even if I go with you, it may not be good for you in your ship. and you're captain. I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah, that's an ash at the end too.
All right, you can be right there, Handsom. But what is your name?
Oh, I don't think you should know my name.
No,
you already know these
Ozichar.
guys' names, so if you don't know my name, I'm clearly not important enough.
No, I don't know.
You can ask around town about me.
Well, except that you've been speaking like you're in charge, Ozichar.
Well, you did man up and grab the blades first, so I just rattled off my tongue. I figured we got to talk or not.
Well, Ozichar, if you would like to come to our ship.
No!
See what I got to deal with? This is how you learn their names, isn't it? Because people just talk and say people's names out loud. It's great.
Or like Quiquay speaks in third person.
Are we back yet?
Yeah, you guys walked up to the group.
And what do we see? A bunch of our guys chatting in the street?
I'm standing there with the blades drawn, ready to fight.
Some of them
Two
have
have
hammer and
weapons
shield
out.
up, hammer and shield out, ready.
None of them have drawn blades yet either.
Yep. Neither has your comrade or the charge. So
I'm getting ready to buff people eggs.
it's going great, Risna. I think he wants us all to go to this captain and meet him for dinner.
What captain?
The captain of the...
Captain Borden, he says.
Oh, the Captain Borden? I spit on the ground.
Yeah. The one with more slaves than our captain.
He's trying to take Handsom.
Well, no, if Handsom says he's cursed, so Quiquay and Handsom and Collin, if you want to go back to your boat, the Captain Draven, feel free. The others, why don't you guys come with us?
Whoa.
No, thank
Now
you.
you don't want Handsom. That's why you came here in the first
Well, now
place.
that I'm fine with. They're new to the crew. I don't.
Whoa!
Terrible. This is going on his performance review. The captain takes him weekly.
I start walking to the desk.
I will say that Handsom could really go with you guys. He talks a lot.
And he wanders off, so I mean, you probably wander off the
We
ship.
did
No time.
remember at what was that place we were at? The inn?
Yeah,
The Eon.
Remember there, one more there, you could go get him.
yeah.
Bob? You could go get Bob.
Risna scowls at you.
What? You're gonna make another deception check, man.
No, he's not really paying attention to what you're saying anymore right now. He's just looking at the rest of you guys.
So, how much can
Bob
I
has
pay
red
you
hair,
to
he's easy to find.
How about this? We're not members of Captain anyway.
Grab him with your whip.
No.
If he's cursed.
He's not cursed.
You're not cursed?
No, Bob isn't cursed.
Bob.
Handsom, if you want to go back to the ship, should we just take you?
No.
I can take you
No.
there.
Bob was actually very well liked. He just doesn't. He was sleeping off drinks.
You take many slaves, do you?
Yeah, we do, actually, he says.
Any dwarven slaves?
Huh?
The sexy one?
Take any dwarven slaves?
Let's take that pot.
Stir the pie.
Alright, so what are you going to draw your weapon? Go at him?
He didn't even answer.
I'll pull my weapon, sure.
Okay, pull your weapon. Not go at him yet, though.
I'll move forward. We'll see what happens.
He says, hold on
I'll
there,
pull out my
dwarf.
shield
We're just talking. None of us have drawn weapons.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just talking.
Three
What's
of
that
us
in
have
your
drawn
hands?
weapons.
Huh? He has a whip. Yeah, he has a whip.
It's in his hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that in your hand?
No.
Oh,
it's on his-
this?
It's on his.
Yeah.
No, he has the whip in
Oh,
his
yeah.
hand. Everybody else has their weapons.
I give you the hydro. You give me the whip.
The other nine people kind of standing around.
I'm getting ready to bang my hammer on the ground.
Oh, this isn't a weapon.
Yeah,
Clearly
right.
it is.
I just use it to tame horses.
You could snatch Handsom up with that in a second.
I don't know a second, but I could try. But we don't want to harm him, so we don't want to harm a hair on his head. We don't want to harm a head here on any of your heads.
Well, then no. And,
Slaver talk, I don't want to hear from it.
since you don't want Handsom anymore, I guess
We don't-
deal's
we
off
don't-
and you can just go back
Well,
to
your
our ship.
your friend gave us another idea. We could actually just not bring him to our ship, and just bring him to somewhere else for the night, and yeah.
Is Handsom's lady friend here too?
Yeah, she's standing there too, watching, listening in here.
Which friend? Which elf?
Oh, I thought that was Quiquay's friend. I thought he purchased her.
All right, well, yes, if
She
needs more meat on her bones.
you guys aren't gonna give them up or whatever, I guess we'll just maybe meet at another time.
No, probably not.
No, I think we should meet right now. Let's go.
Risna, we're trying to defuse the situation. Please.
Not in flowers.
I'm with Risna.
Why would you want? Why
Let's
would
go.
you want a hidden threat somewhere else?
Who doesn't like to get ran up at another bar once in a while?
Best way to deal with bullies is like this, and she smashes her shield up into him.
He's standing far from you right now. He's not close. All right, roll initiative.
Okay, let's do this. Yay!
All right, first, if you guys can put yourself on this
Yay,
center of that city street.
Ooh, I like that.
Yay,
I was
we're
using the
having
wrong
fun.
die.
Billy, all the guys are back there
I know that.
against the wall.
I was using the wrong
No,
die.
on the boat.
I'm gonna need you to roll my hit die too, please.
Oh yeah, you can roll that. Well, after you can have him roll. Okay.
What's
Quick,
my
quick.
Safer.
Yes.
Quick.
Can I have bonuses?
Grab Handsome and run them up. Tell the captain what you do.
Going this way?
Yeah, heading this way.
You heard what he said.
You can move him further down the street, actually, into like the center. That's the.
I can't run from fight.
Wait, is it a D12?
Collin, you could probably. You're probably.
You move him further down.
I'm probably faster.
Which, yeah, oh, good. Okay, you
Let's
got
just say they were
ours.
the most polite kidnappers.
Yep.
Here, I'll set them
Dang,
up.
it's all the way over there. Cool.
Now, where was Risna at this point?
Probably closer.
It was a
I
12.
think, where's Cat Lady?
Yeah.
It's up to
Oh,
Bill.
12?
As,
Okay,
you know, as close as I can be.
Nice.
If it was rolled and hit the floor, and it was a 12, does it still count towards his hit points?
Hit points. What?
Yeah, I was rolling.
No,
two.
I got a level for drawing up.
Rolling with frickin'
Are you
tight.
level 4
Where'd you
now?
put Cat Lady then?
I told him to roll it for me.
Are you
Okay.
level 4 now?
Right, but you
No,
gotta
three.
have you got a place to roll it, right?
Hmm?
You got a place to roll it, right?
Yeah, but if it slips out on accident.
Then no, it
it's
doesn't
there.
count.
If I was
It
rolling
never
I
has
was
and never
rolling it.
will.
I was rolling it and
It
just
never has
Oh,
and
Just
never
do it
will.
over again. It might be 12. You never know.
Never count.
It's a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Higher than average.
So that's 10 total
Floor dice don't count.
after Tom.
Like actually.
Yeah, there's none of that. You got a 10-sider you need to roll. You got a 10-sider, that's a 12. Nice try. There you go.
Is this?
You got it?
Somebody else's?
No.
It's almost my house. I don't know.
Didn't you bring this for me? What's that?
Cat person. Does 2d8 points of damage on muscle defense. It takes another damage next round.
Yeah.
Like he flipped out, you got me scared.
That's what I thought. So it's just if they fail, they essentially take 48 next
Six is what you roll.
Oh, Bilbo?
Yeah.
You're in trouble.
Oh, it's that many people.
You think?
Where's my cat lady?
If everybody else leveled up, Bilbo,
We got a big group.
Huh?
everybody